Okay, it looks like we are live. Hello folks, welcome back to the Overwatch Oasis League. It's been a long off season, but it's finally here. The start of Season 6 of the Overwatch Oasis League. Tier 3, we've got Diving Phoenix versus the prestigious Noobs. I can already tell this is going to be a great season and a great battle. I am Mr. Gaming Kirby, and I am joined by a stream team newbie, Cat from Tex.
Hello.
And then, of course, silent casting the game tonight is going to be Red Hood Kitty, the always wonderful caster for Overwatch Oasis. And yeah, both of these teams certainly have some interesting storylines going into the season. Obviously, prestigious Noobs were Prodigy Noobs last season, and they made the championship last season, but I mean, look at their roster. Pretty much no one that was on that team is still here.
Man, I remember them giving us a very hard time last season when I was on KO. I never got to play any games with my current team, but the Noobs org, I feel like they always make good choices.
That is true. They definitely have gotten the benefit of the doubt. As for Diving Phoenix, they're also kind of having a big retooling, but they still have plenty of players that are still around, including the support line, which you see right now. What's Nat and just Steph.
I actually had the pleasure of scrimming against them just a few nights ago, and I gotta say, they're really looking pretty strong, very well coordinated for this season.
Yep, this team has made 4 playoff appearances in their lifetime, but have only 1 playoff win to show for it, so hopefully trying to improve their ceiling this year and maybe becoming, you know, that true title contender. As we do see Diving Phoenix, they take the first point here of the season, and of course it's on Oasis, and there's the shatter being built up from Robin Hub, a new player here. What's not getting 2 kills on the Baptiste. Astrain did find 1, but it is looking like this will overall be a regroup for prestigious Noobs. Shadowblade not able to get away.
Pretty even up on ults for this fight.
Yeah, both of these Baptistes have the amplification matrix ready. We'll see if they want to initiate with it. And yes, Sleepy Noodle will. The wall is in response out from Big Richard, aka Richard is hard. Immortality field out from What's Nat, but Princess getting 3 kills with just 1 swing. That's a huge start, and KDB getting the eat onto Big Richard's Blizzard, and that's going to be Shadowblade throwing out his. And it does look like that will be the team kill and the cleanup for prestigious Noobs, who are able to take the first point, or to take the point for the first time tonight.
I think that Nat could have done it there if she would have just held on to that Immort for just a few seconds longer. Maybe could have done something to stop that shatter from being so devastating for them.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those tough things. A great job from prestigious Noobs to focus it down really quickly, so Princess could get the value, and 2 kills again. Princess absolutely dominating, and there's the shatter. It's monstrous. Sleepy Noodle had the immortality field to stop the Diva Bomb from Lido, and you know, after losing the first team fight, prestigious Noobs have come back and really looking good here. Still have 2, almost 3 or 4 ultimates to their name. So, here we go. Wall out from Big Richard. And in response, Live in Truth going to use the sound barrier. Both sound barriers out from both of these. Lucio. Meteor Strike, not going to be able to find much. And we do see Richard, he is going to throw in the Blizzard, but it's really only a zoning ult for right now. KDB also throwing in the Diva Bomb. That's also really more of a zoning ult.
Shatter does get you on the other side of the wall even.
From Ramen, getting a couple of kills. Acid Rain finding a huge support in the backline, though. Is this possibly...
Man, Princess is doing it. She's getting in there.
Acid Rain finding 2 kills there, and there's the shatter. It takes down Big Richard. Lido able to take him out, but not Remech. He's still out of mech. Shadowblade and Live in Truth getting a headshot kills, and it's only Lido here. And it's looking really good for prestigious Noobs. Only 5% remaining. Can anyone from DP even touch?
Oh man.
No, it's not gonna happen. So, you know, I'll just say it. I think a lot of people are, you know, a little lower on this prestigious Noobs team going into the season. You know, I know that Tempo released his power rankings. They were at the bottom. I haven't released my power rankings yet, but spoiler alert, they all are towards the bottom of those. But right now, they're looking pretty solid.
They really are. I feel like they made a lot of good pickups in the off season. I can't remember who all was added, but I know that there are a few.
I mean, pretty much everyone.
Yeah,
Like this
pretty much
entire
everyone.
roster is
But
like
there are a
from the
few
ground
from
up.
the Zanshin and Bushido teams that are playing together again on this team, and I mean, I've played with those guys a lot, and they always blow me away. Every one of them. Live in Truth is one of the best Lucio all players I've ever played with in my life.
Yeah, and I think it'll be good to see him back on support here. He kind of had to play tank for Zanshin for a while there, and I don't know if he was quite as comfortable on that as we do see. Look at the aggression coming out from prestigious Noobs. They're playing the Reaper, they're playing a rush comp. This is exactly what they need to do. They knew their win condition there. They got to the high ground, put a lot of pressure on Diving Phoenix, and well, there we go. First capture for them.
Katie does an excellent job healing for her other teammates. I feel like because she's got so much time on support, she knows who to look out for. She knows what'll save the play.
And we have seen KDB play tank in the past. That was back in Season 4. And it definitely was to mixed results, but you know, a lot of time has passed then, and a lot of development could have happened for KDB. If she can become a quality off tank here, that'll definitely help this prestigious Noobs team shatter, I think, the expectations a lot of people have for this team. So here we go, the Reinhardt's trading swings,
Shatter they will. Will Princess do it again?
And there it is, knows that the Reinhardt isn't there. Lido's gonna get demec'd and killed by the remech from KDB. Excellent job from KDB, great Diva Bomb. And that's gonna be another teamfight win for prestigious Noobs, looking real strong right now.
They're making it so hard for DP to get a single step onto the point right now.
And yeah, I just really like the comp that they're running. Maybe the only gripe I'd have maybe is, I guess, even Soldier's not bad to have that long range presence, but maybe to fully commit to the brawl, you get like a Tracer or a
goodness
or a Echo. Princess does
overextended a little bit there.
Yeah. Strozel from up top is gonna get taken down, not getting a single kill, and Steph from
gets the
underneath
res.
their
Oh my
noses,
goodness.
unbelievable. Ramen up on the high ground, swinging away, able to take down Shadowblade, and this fight is definitely looking good for Diving Phoenix as the point approaches about 99%. They just need to take out Mechless KDB as well as Princess coming in to contest, but they will get it, but they have to come back from 99-0 in order to just extend this map. If they lose one more team fight, this map's gonna go to prestigious Noobs.
But man, with that res we just saw, they may be able to keep everybody up.
Yeah, I definitely think that this Diving Phoenix support lineup was really underrated last year. Both Steph and What's Now were really instrumental for helping Diving Phoenix be a solid team last year. Lido throwing in the Diva Bomb, Immortality Field in response from Sleepy Noodle. That cooldown is forced though. And there's the Shatter, it's nice from Princess, and they're comboing it with the Death Blossom.
Goodness.
I think that's gonna be the map, folks. That is a team kill. Yep,
That's
there is
wipe.
no way anyone is gonna be able to touch at this point. And there we go, prestigious Noobs winning the first map of Season 6, Tier 3 Overwatch Oasis. And yeah, you gotta say
I can't say I'm shocked.
I for one definitely am. Not just because, you know, I was lower on prestigious Noobs, but I forgot to mention that I was high on Diving Phoenix as well. Like I expect I
I
expect
didn't
big
mean for the
teams.
win. I meant for who got play of the game, because it was just
Oh.
shatter after shatter.
Oh yeah, yeah. So the point that I was gonna bring up is the MVP of that map definitely has to be Princess, which for those who don't know is actually Rusha Rose, star DPS player for the last 2 seasons. Did the Noobs organization did pick her up, and they played in the playoffs for them, but is looking to maybe play more of a tank role on this team, and yeah, that was excellent. I mean, definitely,
Really.
Ramen Hub. This is his first game, I believe. It's first game jitters, but he definitely got MTD'd there. I don't think that would be arguable. Princess really took it to him.
It's the truth. Maybe it's just, first game of the season. Everybody's got to settle into their new teams, their new roles. Some of these people have been playing together for a lot longer than some of the other ones, and I think that everybody is going to be, I don't know, playing a lot better, much more competently as the season goes on.
Oh yeah, for sure. And we've seen plenty of times in the past where a team looks good on control, and then the other team's able to win the rest of the game modes because it is a little bit of a different story on those game modes because of the attack defense dynamic. So we'll kind of see how that plays out. And of course, there's always the subs, which Diving Phoenix, if they want to get new tanks in here. I mean, look at their bench. They got John Hawk and Holy Chuckster right there. Veteran tanks for this team, proven to play well in these circumstances. Possibly, want to go with the veteran options here.
Ryan as an Echo and charged 3 of my team off of the map on Hanamura, second point in our scrim a few days ago.
Oh man, I assume he was on defense and you were like doing a teleport strat. Okay.
No, second point. The tiny little high ground top right. When you go up the stairs across the bridge, he charged us.
What? Oh my goodness.
He copied our Ryan as Echo, got 3 of us. It was incredible. And so
did he fall off the edge as well?
Well, yeah, but sacrifice yourself for 3 of their team as Echo, Ryan? You're back in no time. If that is anything to say about how he's going to play for the rest of the season, I'm excited to see it.
Yeah, I mean, he really has been one of the best tank players for the last few seasons here in Tier 3. Definitely developing that main tank gameplay. When they were originally on Nova back in Season 4, they were more known for playing off tanks like Sigma and Zarya. And I'd still maybe argue that those are his strongest characters, but if he can, continue to elevate that main tank play, I think that he's going to be in a really good position to help this Diving Phoenix team, be a championship contender, be in the running for best teams in Tier 3.
Definitely. I think they're, only going to get better from here on. They've always been a very strong team to play against in my recent memory.
Okay, so I mentioned that Live in Truth was going to be playing more of a support role. That might have been a lie, because Live in Truth now going to be on the tank role here, and it'll be interesting to see what he plays, because he's been more known to play off tanks like Sigma and Zarya, and we just saw KDB playing D.Va on that map. So are we maybe gonna see Live in Truth come in and play some main tank, or is KDB gonna come in and play main tank? Because we did when KDB
Live in Truth plays one of the nastiest Reinhardts I've seen in quite some time.
I'm guessing that's their plan. I was just posing that question because back in Season 4, when KDB was kind of playing tank, she did play a little bit of Reinhardt here and there, so I don't know if they want to...
I think we might see a Live in Truth Ryan and a KDB D.Va here.
Yeah, and I again, I don't know how KDB's Ryan is, but KDB looked very good on the Diva there on that first map.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you'd want to keep her off of that. So
if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
yeah. As for Princess, aka Rusha Rose, it is gonna go to DPS, which they are more well known for in the league, and you know they definitely were arguably one of the DPS MVPs last season. I think kind of got a little overtaken there towards the end of the season, especially by the likes of Senior McFluff, who I personally thought was the DPS MVP, and then like aka Pog deserves a mention. Even a player like Bleem, definitely deserved a mention.
Oh, Bleem. I wonder how he'd be doing this season.
That is true. He, unfortunately, is no longer in the server. But for the other DPS spot, we are going to see Demo, aka our Demo,
I was just about to say, I'm very excited to see Demo play with this team. With how Strozel just played on McCree, we might see a little McCree v McCree, but Demo does do a pretty sick Doom or an Echo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he definitely was one of the standout players for Zanchan Tactics last season, and it was interesting. He went to Cosmic Omnics during the playoffs, and it didn't feel like he quite reached his potential there. So maybe an off season here, new team, able to get situated.
I will have to agree there.
He can get back to that, Zanchan Tactics form where he is playing well.
They're a good buddy of mine, and I'm sure they're going to do well. I'm very excited to see how this first game plays out.
We were talking about DPS MVP. Well, you could argue the tank MVP is also in the game right now, except on a different role. Mexi Agia, excellent tank player last season, so good. No longer eligible on that role, as I would have hoped during the off season. They definitely started to play like a diamond player towards the later half of the season, and good for him for making it to diamond, and now he's going to play support here, so we'll see. Obviously there are a lot of parallels between support and tank, whether it be the peel aspect, the positioning aspect, so we'll have to see if he can be equally as successful on support as he was on tank.
I can't remember seeing Mexi play tank. I mean, not tank, support in my last games against him.
Yeah, I think this is definitely a blind experience for everyone, so we'll be the first ones to see, and we kind of were correct. John Hawk and Holy Shuck are gonna come in here to be the new tank duo, and looks like they're gonna run some Ryan Zarya, and well, Kat, it looks like you might be wrong. We are gonna see the KDB Reinhardt come out here.
Very exciting. Well, I was right about the Rhine Diva, at least.
Yes, that is true, and perhaps, and I want to say that this is not a character that Live in Truth played a lot of. It was mostly Sigma and Zarya for Zanchan Tactics, so maybe they've unlocked something in Live in Truth. Maybe his strength is on the Diva. We're all kind of figuring this out together. Otherwise, Rusha on a pretty standard hero, very good at that. McCree and Mexi Agia actually going to play flex support here. Going to play the bat.
Rusha's ruined my life many a day, many a scrim, many a game on DPS.
Yes, she has
Going
done
for
that.
them poor little supports.
Yep, I know all about that. So here we go, Diving Phoenix. They're gonna head up to the high ground here, and Prestigious Noobs, they're gonna stay in the cafe
Dynamite
for now, kind
misses.
of try and win a poke battle. Strozel able to take down our Demo's turret. Strozel's turret is still pumping in some damage until Mexi Agia is finally able to take it out, and here come the Ryans. They're swinging. Immortality Field forced on both sides, but KDB is the one that's incredibly low and will get taken down by John Hawk. Mexi Agia still up here trying to provide both healing and damage support. It's actually pretty back and forth right now, but I think the numbers do favor Diving Phoenix right now, as they also have the spawn advantage. Richard was up on that high ground, peppering in a lot of damage. And yep, that is going to be point A being captured here by Diving Phoenix.
It looks like the Noobs just couldn't get back together once they got forced off that high ground. They got picked off one by one.
So, now here we go. They did start off the last map pretty well, so perhaps some in-game adjustments from Prestigious Noobs will be the key to come back on Hollywood. But now they are once again taking the high ground. A very smart decision, but our Demo already down. A nice dynamite from Big Richard. That will get res by Sleepy Noodle, but that cooldown will no longer be there.
Here come John and Chuck.
Yeah, they're heading up to the high ground, but
There
they will
go.
immediately go down. Definitely maybe went a little too soon, didn't have the rest of their team, and KDB, Living Truth, and Demo took advantage of that. They pumped in so much damage there, and they are going to get the stabilization here.
Alright. Now they're playing together.
A lot of ultimates on both sides, pretty much every ultimate here for Prestigious Noobs. Let's see how they want to initiate this team fight. Holy Chucks are already pretty decently charged, and here comes the Molten Core coming out from D.Va, as well as the Shatter.
Rusha.
And Rusha not gonna really be able to get
Couldn't
anything.
get it.
None of
That's
these
all right.
ultimates have really found any value for Prestigious Noobs. In fact, it's the opposite. Diving Phoenix's ultimates are the ones with more impact, as the Molten Core from Strozel just provided too much damage, and the Bob certainly helps apply additional pressure.
And they're really just pushing right through. Nobody's on point though. There we go. Alright.
So now KDB back in the fight. Early immortality here from
early.
what's Nat. I don't know if that was needed, but they are going to throw in
They
the
get the bomb
amplification
off that.
matrix, and just Steph is going to go down to the D.Va bomb. Trades on supports for both of these teams. John Hawk already down, and it does look like Prestigious Noobs are turning this around. Solid D.Va bomb from Living Truth. But yeah, you just gotta wonder. I didn't think they really needed a immortality field there. A little bit of a mistake there from What's Nat.
You know, sometimes things just happen.
Yeah,
Game goes
definitely.
on.
And you know, learning, you know, continuing to improve at BAP and whatnot. You know, like I'm definitely trying to get better at making sure I use my immortality field rather than not using it and losing the fight. You know, because at least there's never that question.
It's definitely, I mean, you think, will this pick change this fight? Do I need to protect this one tank right now? But then you make that decision, and then sometimes you regret it 5 seconds later.
For sure. So we did see a trade right off the bat, but both teams kind of maintaining their position. A couple players, both of the supports actually up on the Jail, whereas Diving Phoenix up on Saloon. John Hawk is going to go to the lower ground, and Living Truth is going to meet him up there. There's the pin coming out from Living Truth. But John Hawk gets canceled out of the Shatter, and Princess able to find one with the Deadeye. That's huge. Turret
There
actually
goes
still
Chuck.
putting in some work, but another good team fight here for Prestigious Noobs. Looking, once again, really solid here.
They've almost lost half their push now.
You do
Let's see if
see
they'll-
Holy...
Oh, I was gonna say, let's see if they'll take that high ground again.
It'll be interesting where you know, they've got the Graviton Surge here now, and they are going to go to the high ground. We'll see how they want to play this. I definitely think they want to do that for the Ashe. Just so much pressure from up there, and forces, you know, the thrusters out of Living Truth, put them out of position. It's good for the Torb as well. So now here we go. Amplification Matrix out from Mexiagia, but he is burning and will go down to Big Richard. There's the Graviton Surge mixed with the Molten Core, and that will be just a monster combo. They only really need to take down Sleepy Noodle here, and they will do that. But certainly a chance for a recontest here from Prestigious Noobs.
Definitely, they're gonna have. They're gonna have not Shatter. I was looking at the wrong team. They're having
So here we go. All the
There's
ultimates
bomb.
being thrown right now. And we do see what's not going to use the amplification matrix. Our demo
Let's
not
go.
able to find the picks with the tac visor, and that is going to be point B being captured for Diving Phoenix here. But definitely a good point B hold from Prestigious Noobs. Several swaps being made here for Prestigious Noobs. We're actually going to see Sleepy Noodle go to the Baptiste now as Mexi Agia goes to the Lucio. Perhaps Sleepy Noodle not comfortable on the Lucio. Princess channeling the Deadeye. And they find two. Great communication to take down that immortality field.
Oh, Richard's
and they're
gonna
go
pick
aggressive.
him off from behind. Can they get him in time?
Yeah, the DPS are actually swinging this back in their favor, and Live in Truth goes down too.
Oh my goodness.
Unbelievable from Big Richard and Strozel getting picks there. Obviously, huge in part to Richard's positioning there on the high ground. And there's the shatter. KDB went to pin in, and that was the perfect time for John Hawk to take advantage. Molten Core gets 2 kills from Strozel, and this is looking all too good for Diving Phoenix, looking to complete the map here. Just need to take down Live in Truth. Will anyone else from Prestigious Needs be able to touch? Yes, there are multiple members here now, but here comes Bob coming out from Richard, and it takes down KDB right off the bat. That's going to be it. Only 30 seconds in the time bank, but still a map completion here for Diving Phoenix.
With that hold, I would have been impressed if they even pushed it in overtime. My god, Richard really...
Initiating match.
He just got him.
Yeah, just came in clutch, got to that high ground, and found the picks. And I don't know, I wonder, was Live in Truth down there or at a mech? I think they were at a mech, so they couldn't go up there to contest. Like, no one could really get up to the high ground to contest him, so... You know, at that point, you know, it's just up to execution for Richard, and he got it. He got the pick, as well as Strozel getting one, and that turned the team fight around. That was looking like, you know, Prestigious Noobs in a good position to stabilize and hold in the middle of point C, but Diving Phoenix, they take advantage.
Think you can keep up with me?
I'm not paying you for your acting ability. Let's get moving.
Statistically speaking,
So now, Prestigious Noobs on the attack, still swapping through heroes, but if we do see Demo play the Ashe, that's definitely a character that we've known them for a lot more. And then Rusha also very good on the Hanzo. Good on a lot of different DPS. That's one of her biggest things, is she's just great at most DPS in general. As for Diving Phoenix, they're going to be running the Ryan Diva, which is kind of what I was maybe expecting them to run on the attack. But we are also going to see Just Steph going to play the BAP. They're actually going with double flex support here. What's not going to obviously play the Baptiste. KDB already down, and the immortality field was just a little too late. And I think that is going to be the first team fight going the way of Diving Phoenix. And look at that, what's Nat? Already 80% to the amplification matrix. Great work on the BAP.
Looks like they're gonna take the high ground here.
Yep, always a good idea on Hollywood to take that high ground, and they're already forcing him off, but look at John Hawk trying to go for a Hail Mary pin, but completely whiffs, luckily.
Not this time,
no damage
John.
was done. KDB now on the low ground, immortality field expended from Mexiagia. Richard is down, but so is KDB. That immortality field was melted down really quickly. What's Nat? That was the amplification matrix, and here comes the Dragons, splits the point, and a good shatter, but John Hawk is down. There's no follow-up, and this is looking good for Prestigious Noobs. Live in Truth using the Gravitic Flux. Only Just Steph and Richard here near the point, and yeah, they're just gonna have to regroup here. Live in Truth.
Very nice
multiple
cleanup.
kills.
Who said 6 on a main tank?
So now, here we go. 4 check marks, up and ready for prestigious noobs. Princess will probably get it relatively quickly as well, knowing their Hanzo. Diving Phoenix also coming up on quite a bit of ultimates themselves. We'll see what they want to initiate with. They have to be careful though, holy chucks are already incredibly low. They're up here on the general store.
They're gonna have to be careful with that bomb to get past both these shields. They're being pretty conservative with them here.
So here we go, Dragons heading up to the high ground. That forces them off. Here comes the Diva Bomb, and it's perfectly placed. KDB couldn't back up in time to save herself and live in truth. So with just 2 ultimates there, the Tac Visor and the Diva Bomb, Diving Phoenix are able to restabilize.
I wonder if they were sabotaged by their own Hanzo's dragons they couldn't see who they were trying to protect.
Yes, that was definitely a chaotic team fight there. We're gonna see Princess head to the Widow here. Interesting choice, but I think could work out. You know, they got the Zen, they got Soldier.
Richard
but,
doesn't want to let her.
Yeah, that's definitely a good start here for Diving Phoenix. Immortality Field used from What's Nat, and there's the Shatter from KDB. It's pretty good, but the Transcendence from Just Steph. It's still relatively up in the air though, but Just Steph pumping in the damage. She's gonna go down to Bob. Our Demo trying to find the value
shatter from
on
DP.
the Ashe. And it does look like prestigious noobs are overall winning this team fight, but Diving Phoenix smartly gonna get a soft regroup as we see Rusha quickly swapping off the Widow and heading to the Pharah, which is another character that they are incredibly good at. Except for right there. And it does look like
not today.
Yeah. And it does look like Diving Phoenix are going to continue or they're going to be able to recapture the momentum, certainly helped by What's Nat's amplification matrix. Yeah, prestigious noob's going to continue to back up. Holy Chuckster still trying to get some exit kills, but he does have to be careful himself. He is able to get back to the team. That will be Diving Phoenix getting back to stabilizing on defense here.
They're definitely getting a lot of value out of these discords. I can see they're focusing them.
So now here we go. Both teams going up to the high ground, but Just Steph with a nice volley kill onto Princess. That forces the res right away, but Strozel taking down the other support. This is a good start for Diving Phoenix, but it does kind of look like prestigious noobs are kind of half committing. They're trying to stay up on the high ground, but we do see Live in Truth and Princess both on the low ground. Richard can try and take advantage of that. Steph is gonna go down, and actually prestigious noobs turning this one around. Unfortunate that Richard got canceled out of his ultimate, and there's the shatter from John Hawk, but the counter shatter from KDB is even better. Live in Truth throwing in the gravitic flux, and it was a good immortality field from What's Nat, but it just wasn't enough. And that is gonna be prestigious noobs able to win that team fight, and I think we will see a recontest coming out here.
Yeah, pretty even up on time right now.
So here we go, Just Steph, he's gonna immediately use the Transcendence. All the ultimates coming out from Diving Phoenix. They want to win it here and now, but both DPS ults coming out from prestigious noobs. Can they turn it around? Our Demo getting 2 with Bob. Princess getting 1 with the Tac Visor and the D-Mech, and the res onto KDB should be able to clean this up.
Strozel can't hold it. They're almost exactly even for time.
Oh, and look at this! A lot of members of Diving Phoenix got the bad spawn. Okay, just 2 members. I thought it was like 4 people, but John Hawk is able to get away. Steph is not.
I think DP almost could have held it that last point if they wouldn't have over-aggressed right there with the Soldier ult and they tried to meet him rather than backing up.
Yeah, definitely a tough situation where you want to try and just ult bomb to try and turn it around, but they also had the ultimates there. We do see Prestigious Noobs able to kite this amplification matrix pretty well at first, but there's the Fire Strike kill and the Shatter. John Hawk looking pretty good, but a good immortality field from Mexiagia, and KDB able to use that aggression to take him down. Ardemo taking out his counterpart in Big Richard. And Ardemo continuing to find picks. This is looking really good for Prestigious Noobs. Princess building up another attack bites already, but Strozel takes him down. Just Steph also getting the headshot onto Ardemo. This is looking really good for the restabilization here for Diving Phoenix. Immortality field out. KDB with a nice shatter, but the follow-up isn't quite there because of the pile drive from John Hawk, and I think this is going to force the retreat from Prestigious Noobs.
They can't be as aggressive as they're trying to be with those discords on them. Oh, now they can.
Luckily, Steph should get back relatively quickly. And we do see John Hawk still trying to put a lot of pressure on getting the pile drives. Actually, almost to mines. Incredibly quickly built here for John Hawk. Another pile drive. They're almost there. Good stun, though, from Princess. Can John Hawk get away? No. Will get taken down, but Strozel getting 2 with the tire. All the ults coming out from Diving Phoenix, and this is looking all too good. Big Richard with 2. Got the stick on to Live in Truth. And that is going to be it. Diving Phoenix tying up the series 1-1.
That was so much. That was almost too much, I would say. I'm stressed out and I'm not even playing this game right now.
And now you know all about us casters. We definitely can feel we frequently can feel the heat. As a nice shot there from Strozel. Obviously it's just the first regular season game, still a lot of season to play, but still, like, every game is pretty crucial, and especially the first game of the season, being able to, show the league, like, hey, this is what we're capable of. It's always a good feeling.
Demo got some absolutely insane dynamites that game. I watched them coach gun themselves into the air and toss a dynamite. And
yeah, definitely. Definitely good battles between the DPS here. Obviously, Princess
Very
continuing to play well, but Big Richard definitely stepped up there, playing both the Ashe and the Soldier.
Absolutely wrecked their backline.
Well, if you will excuse me, I'm going to take a quick water break, and I will be right back.
All right.
I see a boss in the chat correcting my pronunciation, and
Prestigious.
yes, you can pronounce it prestigious, but you can also pronounce it prestigious. I think that's more of how British people pronounce it, but
I'd say it's a tomato thing.
yeah, exactly. But if it is bothering boss that much, I will make sure to say prestigious for the rest of the season.
Nation says hello, hi nation. Oh, also, Moosh told me to say hello to you, Kirby. I forgot to tell you that.
Oh, hello. Hello, Moosh. It's always great to see the audience back. Love to see the chat coming back. It's always good. It was a little sad, the kind of average of what we were getting last season as well. But to don't watch the games, tell them to watch the game. If for no, just nothing else, just lurk for a little bit, you know.
Chat without having to talk over the game.
So we are seeing some swaps here. KDB gonna stay on tank for their third consecutive map. Princess gonna go back to tank, which they were dominant on Oasis. So, well, definitely making Diving Phoenix sweat a little bit again. Our Demo gonna stay on DPS, but Shadowblade gonna come back in. Mexi gonna stay on support as well. Live in Truth gonna go back, so I'm wondering if it's gonna be kind of a 50-50 thing between Live in Truth and between him playing tank and support. You know, it was interesting because the Noobs, they basically ran the exact same tank comp that they ran on Oasis, just with the kind of roles switched around. The only thing I think it was interesting because I think the main reason why they're bringing in Live in Truth here is so he can play Lucio, and I think that's kind of what they're thinking, is that we're not making these subs based on what we want to play for tank, it's what we want to play for support. So, as we did see them kind of playing a lot of like Bat Mercy. Obviously, Mexigia did start to play some Lucio there towards the end of Prestigious Noob's defense. So,
I'm excited to see what DP is going to play here, because this is the map that they really gave us a hard time on.
and yes,
This is
there's
where-
plenty of swaps for them as well. For Algatron, gonna come in, very good on both Zen and Mercy, which is the main two that they play. We'll see if there's. It's interesting because we see Steph still in as well, which Zen, Mercy, Lucy are kind of their biggest strengths. So we'll have to see what they're planning with this lineup. Strolls will come back in, or actually he was still in, but Rubber Duck gonna make their debut here. Has not played yet in this match. New player. We'll have to see how they do. I think I remember scrimming against Diving Phoenix, and Rubber Duck was pretty good. So Prestigious Noob's gonna definitely have their hands full.
I think I remember them playing Hit Scan and Reaper. So,
And of course, can't forget to mention Lido coming back in.
okay. I think I'm in. Back into my Twitch.
Little fun fact for anyone who wasn't around for Overwatch Oasis Season 1, Hanamura is actually the first map we ever played in history. We were intending to play it like Overwatch League rules at the time, where you start with control, but there was a bit of a miscommunication between Stream Team and the ARCs, and we ended up starting on Hanamura, so That's just one of my favorite nuggets from the early days of the server. I have a whole bunch of tidbits. I'm sure plenty of people in the chat are like, "Oh, we've heard all these before," but you know, let me flex my veteran status here.
Oh yeah, I'm still the new kid on the block. I think I got here. Well, I guess it was at the beginning of the last Tier 3 season, which at this point was like a year ago.
Yeah, it's actually crazy. I think season 5 started in October. I'm pretty sure,
Mm-hmm.
and it's already September, and we're starting this one. So not only was it an incredibly long season, season 5, and definitely we're gonna have a shorter season for season 6. I definitely think a lot of people are starting to get a little burnt out towards the end there. But you know, we had a long off season as well to kind of compensate for that long season. You know, give more people some little more cool down time to just kind of, you know, relax. Maybe play some other games. Maybe play Overwatch a little bit more casually. But now we're back. 10 teams vying for that championship. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Traveling to Hanamura. Initiating match.
This is the map that John ruined our lives on Echo. He's not in this map, so
He
Let's
can't
see
hurt
if-
you anymore.
let's see if
He's
Richard
not here.
gets on the Echo and does the same thing.
Or maybe one of these Reinhardts will do the same thing.
I think
Hopefully
we're
they
just
don't
gonna
get
see a
the
Reinhardt every map this game.
hopefully they don't get that idea from us, because that would mean someone is stream sniping, which is not allowed. So if any of you currently in the game are hearing my voice right now, you probably should not be doing this, and you are gonna probably receive some map forfeits here if we figure it out. So anyway, on the defense here, it does look like we're gonna see some double shield coming out from Diving Phoenix. It's definitely a bit of a bunker comp, kind of without the Bastion, with more of a flanky, long-range hit scan. Rubber Duck gonna play the Soldier. As for Prestigious Noobs, they're looking to go for a sim teleport strategy, the classic with the Mei to try and get the wall off initially, but Richard already on the point here, gonna make it difficult, but the teleport's coming through anyway. It's gonna go onto the high ground, and now the rest of Prestigious Noobs are going to go to the attacker's left side of the point, and Princess already getting the pin onto Lido. That's a massive start to this team fight. Feralgatron going down as well. Can't get that res. Immortality Field out from just Steph. That's not going to be enough to save the remaining members of Diving Phoenix here, and that is Prestigious Noobs. Great job there for on the sim teleport strat, and I mean, well, look at this. Rusha, aka Princess, already 75% to ultimate, and Mexi Guaya already has her ultimate. Incredible efficiency from those two players.
Richard's getting too comfortable sneaking behind and decimating them from the back lane. It just doesn't work the same on Torb.
So now we see
Teleporter's up,
Rubber
but
Duck.
nobody's taken it.
Our Demo already taking down 2, and there's the shatter from Princess. Excellent start to this team fight. They already have a tick, almost 2 for Algatron. Not going to be able to get back to the team. Just Steph going to try and survive for as long as they can, still alive. Might have bought them enough time for the rest of the tanks to get back here. And Rubber Duck going to pop the tack visor from the low ground. Interesting choice, and here comes Big Richard throwing in the Molten Core. Will it be enough? Picks going back and forth right now. Will it be too
Big
many picks
shatter
for
from
Prestigious
Rusha.
Noobs to handle? Just Steph coming back in with the Immortality Field, but he's all alone, and it does look like Prestigious Noobs is going to be able to hold on and get a massive time bank here. 5 minutes and 7 seconds. Great job from them. Great bounce back after their loss on Hollywood.
I think I said a big shatter from Rusha, but really it was a pin. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah, just great Reinhardt play all around here from Princess. You know, obviously they were
Whipped right around, got Richard.
obviously, you know, we've talked about Rusha being so good on DPS. Is it possible that they're even better on tank? That would be a crazy thing that I don't think a lot of people would have expected going into this season.
And there's Demo on the Echo.
Oh boy, so we are going to see some Echo. I believe that's the first time we've seen Echo so far in this game. For Diving Phoenix, they're flashing the Sim May teleport strat as well. Pretty much the exact same composition that Prestigious Noobs ran on their attack, except with the Zarya instead of the Diva. We're going to see some double shield coming out here from Prestigious Noobs. KDB showing the Orisa for the first time tonight. Definitely the more unique variant of double shield, but is actually
I'm sure
one that
they're
is viable.
expecting the teleport. So they're playing pretty close back.
Yep. And there it is. They're just teleporting right to point. Bubble, Holy Chuckster, he uses it, and there's the Immortality Field coming out from Step, but he's already low. So is Feraligatron. He's gonna die, and our Demo
Big
getting
bombs from
2
Demo.
kills with the sticky bombs. Rubber Duck, really the only one here on point with the May, is going to be able to take out our Demo, but it's not going to be much more. Rubber Duck finally goes down. Mexiagia did almost go down himself. That actually would have been a huge exit kill, but our Demo should be back here.
Excellent rotation from the Noobs.
Yeah, for sure. They spot out that they spotted that teleporter right away, and they also didn't really get fooled by the wall either. They went around the back way. That was very smart from them. Good communication. So now here we go.
Going top left with the telly this time.
Oh, but Steph
Getting mowed
immediately getting
down.
stuck by every sticky bomb. That is brutal. Princess getting the pin kill onto Big Richard. This is not looking good. Princess continuing to just absolutely dominate here on the Reinhardt. That's going to be another team fight victory here for Prestigious Noobs.
I told you Demo was going to be nasty on this Echo. I knew it.
Yeah, he certainly has been playing incredibly well, but actually Shadowblade is the one that's closer to ult currently. Princess has their ult, and there it is. It gets blocked by Lido except for Holy Chuckster, but that's not going to be enough because there's no follow-up. Mexiagia already using...
I wonder if they're going to regret that one.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Definitely an early Immortality Field, but Shadowblade able to take down Richard. That's a huge pick. And we do see Lido actually going after Shadowblade on the flank, and 2 picks here. There's a nice shatter from Lido that might open up the team fight. It takes out Mexiagia right away, and Princess will go down as well. Only Demo and Live in Truth on the point. Do they even want to consider using their ultimates? Yes, they will. Demo is going to go to the Reinhardt here. Very close to the shatter, but will get taken down before they can use it, or at least get taken out of the duplicate. Finally will go down. And I almost wonder if they're going to swap. I don't think they're going to be able to touch. And yes, our Demo is going to take this opportunity to switch.
They're going to get this spam damage. I'm not going to let them get this hallway.
Well, unfortunately for Diving Phoenix, they already have an inferior time bank, but still, capping this with a decent chunk of time left will still be good if they're able to, but that's not a good start. Princess throwing in the Fire Strike through the amplification matrix of Mexiagia, and there's 2 kills already, and it's gonna be a Diving Phoenix retreat here if they're gonna be able to. Princess still going after them, Live in Truth, pumping the gas right now, and yeah, they're still continuing to get the stagger kills. Prestigious Noobs trying to whittle this time bank down as much as they can to have an advantage in case they do give up point B.
Let's get you healed up. Don't worry, my friends. I have your shield.
DP's got a little bit of an ult advantage here. I'm probably going to see a Grab Dragon.
Yep, for sure, but this is where it's going to be tough because you don't want to see them commit too many ults. And there's the dragons. They're not comboing with the grab. They do find one. Live in Truth using the sound barrier to stop Rubber Duck's attack visor, but it's coming through the amplification matrix. That might be just too much damage. KDB gonna go down, and Diving Phoenix
Just
looking pretty good here. Live in Truth here on the point, not gonna be able to survive for too much longer. Ticks already being gained here for Diving Phoenix. Here comes Princess, getting shattered immediately by Lido, but Shadowblade from the high ground takes down Rubber Duck. In response for Algatron is going to be able to pop the sound barrier, and Steph finds that kill.
Takes out the ulting soldier.
Ardemo finding one. I think this is going to be Prestigious Noobs able to get the turnaround. They had the DPS ults to turn that around, and it is going to be Diving Phoenix needing to regroup here and try again. They did get one tick though.
Noobs do have the ult advantage here. Richard's gonna have another dragon. He's probably gonna send it right up to that high ground again. It's everybody's favorite spot to fight on this map.
Yeah, one thing Diving Phoenix can take away from that team fight is they did force out pretty much every single ult from Prestigious Noobs. Both of the tanks already taking a lot of damage here. Princess, though, able to take down Lido, and there's the dragons. Is it going to be enough? It does demat KDB. That is a good start, but 5v5 as the attackers is tough. Make that 5v4, though. Ardemo taking down for Algatron, though. I think this is just not going to be good enough here for Diving Phoenix. We do see the DPS still able to get picks, but now we see KDB and Shadowblade coming back, being aggressive on the high ground here. There's the bomb. Just Steph able to use the Immortality Field, and Rubber Duck is going to use the tack visor, but will immediately get completely swallowed by KDB. Only Lido and Algatron on the point here. It's not going to be too much longer before they're forced out, but they are going to keep trying to fight this. And yeah, Holy Chuckster is going to take that opportunity to just get out, and it's definitely looking rough for Diving Phoenix. Is, you know, even best case scenario, they finish. They probably won't finish with time on the clock, so best they're going to have to hope for is a draw. We go. Princess immediately initiating with the shatter and takes Lido for a ride. Both Coalescences being stacked here, and Princess does go down. Here comes the tire. It's going to take out both of the supports. That's exactly what you want to see. Holy Chuckster throwing in the Diva Bomb. It does take down Live in Truth, so definitely not over. Lido, I don't think that really got anyone. Holy Chuckster able to eat a lot of that tack visor. I don't know if it's going to be enough. KDB does go down before they can remech, but Holy Chuckster also going to be falling out of the mech, and I think it's only a matter of time before Prestigious Noobs are able to redo this, or retake the lead here, and they will. Prestigious Noobs going up 2-1. They bounce back after losing Hollywood to win Hanamura.
What a hold. They almost lost it. They almost lost it a couple times.
And another Princess play of the game. Absolutely just continuing to dominate here. I really feel bad for Lido right now, because obviously not an ideal debut for him. You know, I'd almost like to see John Hawk versus Princess. I'd like to see that battle, and maybe even, you know, seeing Lido versus KDB. We'll kind of see what they want to do here, but I mean, Princess just absolutely laying on the MTD right now.
I think it's probably going to be a common occurrence, these Rhine play the games. Princess was already too scary on DPS.
We do see Zelda to Sheik in chat right now. That is a player that is on this prestigious Noobs team. Obviously, a classic player from that two-time Corgi Core Championship team. Hopefully, we will get to see them in the next coming games. Must not have been able to make it tonight, but luckily, prestigious Noobs looking pretty good without her so far. So, take some solace in that. Hopefully, they can close it out here on Rialto.
Before we start this next map, I'm gonna have to take a quick little break.
Yeah, it is rather unfortunate. We did see we're seeing the return of players like Acid Rain, Zelda Tashik, and Bulky Bob come back after taking season 5 and even season 4, definitely season 5. But on the other side, we are seeing players like Uravity and Mag Dragon, I think, taking a step back from competitive Overwatch for right now. So, but it is good to see these players from Corgi Core, one of the original kind of dynasties of the Overwatch Oasis League, back and playing. Obviously, we've only seen Acid Rain for one map so far. That was a good map from him. He played Doomfist and looked really good, so we'll see if we see him here on Rialto. We are going to see Take the Strap come in here for Diving Phoenix, a pickup that they made through the offseason that I think a lot of people are excited for. Take the Strap, really good at that Ana. I wonder if that's what they're going to play there. I think they can play other supports as well, but definitely best on that Ana. So, we'll have to see. Maybe we see maybe
Strap
some
plays
Anas.
a really good Baptiste and a Mercy too.
We are going to see Ramen Hub also come back in here.
I can't remember what I've seen. Farrell? I've never known how to say this person's name, and I'm not scared to admit it, but it has been a while. Who's the other support for Diving Phoenix?
Oh, for Algatron?
For Algatron, okay.
I think a lot of people just call him Farrell, but
well,
see,
I like to
it doesn't
seem right.
I like to pronounce it all because it's like, obviously it's based on the Pokemon for alligators, so like it doesn't make sense unless you say it all, and then at that point you might as well just say Tron. So
you're right.
That's how I do it. I feel like I am one of the only people who always says his entire name, but I also am a caster that likes to say all of the full names of stuff. Like, I call amplification matrix that instead of window. I call, like gravitic flux that instead of lift, or like just I do sometimes use the code names. Like a lot of times I say Diva Bomb instead of Self Destruct. So that one's kind of an obvious one that I think
Very
everyone
true.
does. But I just like to make sure everything is clear and we know what we're saying.
Man. They're gonna have Live in Truth on the Lucio again this map, I'm sure. I'm sure there's gonna be a boop or two on this first point bridge.
Oh yes, Rialto, definitely gonna see, definitely could see some of that. I think they're keeping in the exact same lineup, except bringing back... Actually, we're not going to see Live in Truth. We're going to see Sleepy Noodle come back in, and Acid Rain also going to come in to play with... we're going to see Shadowblade as well. Yeah, this looks like this is a max roster here from Prestigious Noobs. They're going for the kill here. They want to get this first victory of the season.
Ramen Hub has been doing a pretty fine job so far. Definitely a good debut to the league.
Yeah, we'll have to see if they can perhaps be one of the players to come in here and help Diving Phoenix re-tie it up again and send this into a map 5. Obviously, game's far from over. We've seen a lot of great plays from both of these teams. One thing that is true, though, is that Princess was not on tank in the game that Diving Phoenix won, so they're going to have to figure out a way to...
is the truth.
And we are going to see John Hawk come in for the first time against Princess. They played tank on that Hollywood where Princess was playing DPS, so that's going to be all the maps for Princess. Definitely looking to play a huge role for this team, looking to be kind of probably their best player.
I'm very excited to see this Rhine brawl that I'm sure is going to happen.
Initiating match.
Yeah, this is the first time that we are going to see John Hawk versus Ramen Hub, and I want to say Ramen played main tank on the first map, so maybe we're actually going to see John Hawk go to off tank here.
That's what I was
which
thinking.
I was alluding to.
Oh?
Showing double shield in the spawn, obviously that
Interesting.
can change. As for Prestigious Noobs, they're looking to continue to run this Rhine Diva stuff that they've been very successful with. I mean, it really is. I mean, Diva is one of the strongest off tanks in the game right now, and obviously you could argue that a main tank like Winston or Wrecking Ball is better at higher levels of play. I still think Rhine is still a great main tank to have on your team. I think I honestly really like where we are in the state of balance in this game. I think, especially for tank and support, it feels like a lot of the comps are viable, which means most of the characters are viable right now. But here we do see John Hawk and Ramen. They are gonna commit to this double shield, the more kind of stationary one, the more ranged one. So we are gonna see Princess trying to pin in, will get punished by Rubber Duck there. Maybe a little bit of a over-eager pin there, maybe still riding off the high from that last play of the game, but
I'm really
so
shocked
far,
DP just pushed straight through here. Nobody even had to flank for anything.
yeah, and they're still continuing to get the picks. Sleepy Noodle is down, take the strap, as you said, has a good Baptiste as well, and they're showing it off right now. Nexiagia does have the ult charge advantage, but that's just because Prodigy Noobs have just been taking so much more damage, and they're just continuing to be on the back foot here. And that's going to be an easy point A capture for Diving Phoenix. I don't even know if it's possible to be much faster on point A than that. Oh, Shadowblade getting halted off the high ground, and they take advantage of that. Great play from John Hawk to take him down, and now Prestigious Noobs, they just keep backing up. They can't get any aggression going. Right.
Katie's going around. What's she gonna do?
Finally, they get
down.
some positioning here with the Amplification Matrix, but Princess going down, getting cancelled out of the Shatter. Ramen going down as well, but the Amplification Matrix comboed with the Supercharger. I mean, Prestigious Noobs, they have to back up. There's no way in a million years you challenge that, so... Fortunately, KDB was still out of mech and will get staggered here. Looking really good for Diving Phoenix, but some more ultimates coming online for Prestigious Noobs. Can they possibly turn this around? But Rubber Duck from the high ground using the tactical visor actually is going to get taken down by Acid Rain. There's the shatter from Ramen. It didn't really find anything, and now Shadowblade coming in with the tac visor. Good response from Feralgatron on the Zen to use the Transcendence. And now Ramen going to try and go aggressive onto Princess. Strozo using the Molten Core. But is it going to be enough? Shadowblade able to take down John Hawk. They do still have Ramen Hub here. I'm surprised they didn't go a little more aggressive with that Molten Core. It looked like Prestigious Noobs were able to kind of take the high ground and put a lot of pressure, so they are going to finally be able to stabilize here.
Rubber Duck's going around with the soldier. Looks like they're all going to take that high ground, alright.
Ooh, Rubber Duck finding the kill onto the Mechless Diva. That's a good start here, as I think KDB was getting close to getting that 3-mech. So now they officially have the 6v5, but that's going to be tough because they need to avoid the Amplification Matrix. Good kill onto Acid Rain to make sure his Death Blossom didn't get value, and now they're going to try and press this advantage. Now KDB is back.
Both emotes are gone.
Intensive Matrix. And Feralgatron is going to go down to the Diva Bomb. Unfortunate. Looks like Prestigious Noobs are slowly turning this team fight around. And yeah, Diving Phoenix are going to go ahead and fully regroup.
Looks like they dug their heels in. They're really holding on to it now. But man, DP's coming in with 4 ults, 5 with the trans.
Princess
There's
already
shatter.
down, and there's the shatter. They know that the shield isn't there, and they're also using the supercharger as well. Shadowblade having a duel with Rubber Duck on the high ground is still alive, Finally going to get taken down by Take the
Strap's
Strap.
getting so much value here.
Yeah, Strap definitely playing well here on the Baptiste. Shatter did come out from Princess, but I don't think it really found anything. And that is finally going to be point B being captured by Diving Phoenix. Definitely took them a little bit, but they had so much time in the time bank that they're actually still sitting relatively
Still got a
nice
good
for
bit
that.
here, yeah. Let's see if they can keep this momentum.
So now, here we go. There's the Amplification Matrix from Take the Strap, who immediately finds a pick onto their counterpart, and all the picks going in favor of Diving Phoenix. Is that going to be a team kill? Yes, it will. Rubber Duck with the nice tactical visor through the Amplification Matrix, and here we go. Final team fight for Prestigious Noobs. They're going to need to contest here, but that's going to be tough with the Molten Core coming in, but a nice kill with the tac visor, but he is going to go into the Molten Core. Shadowblade is still relatively up in the air. Take the Strap is down. Ramen getting the nice shatter onto Princess, but the Immortality Field from Exegia is helping.
I don't know if they'll have
for
this
long
sustain.
enough?
Can they get it?
This isn't looking good. Shadowblade having to
They've
deal with
got
the
it.
turret and not going to be able to touch, so a great time bank here for Diving Phoenix, looking to tie up the series and send it to map 5.
0 to 3. Switching sides. Initiating match.
I wonder what the noobs are gonna do here. They gotta push it pretty fast.
Ready for battle.
We might tie it up with this game.
And to be fair, you know, with Rialto, it's not completely out of the question that even if they, you know, complete the map in overtime, it's not completely unreasonable for, with that 1 minute they get, to possibly, you know, get it right before point A and then get the hold there. You know, typically we see point A being a very difficult point to attack.
Oh yeah,
Obviously,
sometimes all you
Diving
need is that
Phoenix-
one first corner.
Yeah, obviously Diving Phoenix made quick work of it this time around, but how likely is that going to happen a second time? So
I don't think prestigious noobs are gonna let that happen again.
here we go. Gonna dive here pretty much on the side of prestigious noobs with Princess on the wrecking ball. We'll see how this goes. I'm interested to see Princess going in, trying to aggress, but already getting so low, is going to be able to survive for now. Asterane does go down, but Shadowblade able to flank around and take down Feraligatron. That's definitely the more valuable pick here, as Asterane should be able to get back relatively quickly. You see the soldiers and the soldier and Tracer fighting on the high ground, and Rubber Duck is able to win that 1v1. Still about a 3v4 on the point here, but with Rubber Duck being uncontested, it's definitely going to be tough. Here comes Asterane, now going to step up to the plate here. Yes, Rubber Duck is going to be able to get away for the time
Got them
being.
legs.
KDB not able to find that hook onto John Hawk, but still the momentum certainly is shifting back into Prestigious Noob's
Shadowblade
favor.
sneaking around, trying to get the pick on Feraligatron again.
And we are actually going to see Princess head to the Sigma here. An interesting choice, kind of a hog main tank here actually. Here comes Strozel using the Molten Core all over the point. And
Split
it is
him up
looking
real
like
good.
that is going to be a good chance for Diving Phoenix to restabilize. They're also going to commit the Supercharger as well, and that will be this restabilization coming out from Diving Phoenix.
There goes Shadowblade sneaking back to the team. The work there is done. It looks like Feraligatron learned their lesson. They're gonna get picked off on this end. Let's see how this brig works for them.
Yep, obviously trying to slow the aggression of Shadowblade, but there's the stick onto Rubber Duck. Great
goodness.
play from Shadowblade. Now,
Made
here we
strap
go.
drop.
Amplification Matrix being used from Take the Strap. Feraligatron taking down the Immortality Field, and there's a shatter from Robin Hub. It's nice, and now he's going to try and continue to aggress. KDB able to get the pick, though. He survives. And now, perhaps Diving Phoenix going a little too deep, and there's the Nano Boost onto KDB. Molten Core coming out on
Princess
the side
was
of
ready with that
Strozel.
rock. Didn't let Ramen Hub get that pen unpunished.
Yep, great play from Princess.
Oh,
Once
the rock
again,
again.
more picks. Just absolutely great tank play, no matter what they're playing here from Princess, aka Rusha. Here comes the Amplification Matrix out from Mexiaguaya, but Rubber Duck able to find two already with the Tactical
but can they
Visor. It's a good
touch?
shatter from KDB, but it's not going to be enough. The Tac Visor was too good from Rubber Duck, and I think that is going to be the stabilization here from Diving Phoenix.
Diving Phoenix has had enough. They're not ready to let go of the first game this early.
Oh yeah, for sure. There's definitely a lot on the line here. Shadowblade able to find the first pick onto Feraligatron. That will get rezzed by Take
Good
the
counter
Strap.
pin there.
Immortality Field already being expended. Here's the Gravitic Flux coming out from Princess. I don't think it got anyone. That's a tough break here for Prestigious Noobs. Shadowblade gonna try and throw in the tire. It only finds one though. That's not gonna be enough to move the needle.
That's
No one's
the
gonna be able
map.
to touch. And here we go. We're going to a map 5, folks. And while in between the attack and defense there, I went back to make sure that this is correct. This is the first time the first game of the season has gone to a map 5. So what a great way to start off the season here.
Well-deserved play of the game from Strap there. Really, truly played out of their minds just now.
Yes, that was a great map from from Take the Strap. Definitely a player that really made a huge difference for.
I'm feeling intimidated.
To build on that point of no map 5s in the first game. In fact, I believe this is correct as well. In the first 5 seasons, the losing team in the first match, all 5 seasons, have a combined 1 map win. 4 out of 5 of the previous seasons, we've started with a 4-0. Including the first 3 seasons. Only in Season 4 did we not start off with a 4-0. That was Valhalla versus We The Ops. We The Ops got that victory, but Valhalla were able to take the first map.
You know, Brow Daddy said it once, I'm sure he'll say it again. We'll never get 4-0'd. Except for that one time.
I mean, it's bound to happen at some point, but that is a good philosophy to have, you know. Even one map can just really change your outlook on a game, for sure. And, well, here we go. We're going to be heading to Ilios here for our tiebreaker. Certainly an interesting map. We'll have to see what
Let's see if they put Live and Truth in for the Lucio.
I wouldn't be surprised if the Noobs run the exact same lineup that they ran on the first control map because it worked out so well.
Really and truly, they hardly gave up a single %.
And honestly, if I were Diving Phoenix, I would maybe just consider rolling with this lineup as well, to be honest. You know,
Really,
pretty much,
they stomped them.
yeah, pretty much everyone else has gotten decent playing time. The only player, I guess, that's the exception is, I think, Holy Chuck's only played 1 map so far, but as a veteran, I think he would be more willing to have less of an impact on the game if it meant that, you know, Diving Phoenix won. If they're feeling comfortable here on the control map with this lineup in right now.
You thinking about MVPs already?
Well, I feel like unless we see an unbelievable performance from one of these Diving Phoenix tanks, tank MVP has to go to Princess right now. I mean, I don't even think it's close. Not even close. And that will be the first. If they keep playing like this, that'll be the first of many.
Absolutely. And the Strap's been blowing me away this game. I think this has been their...
Well, I think that was their first map, though.
Was that their first? Oh, wait.
I think that was their first map. So,
yeah.
But, I mean, immediately to come in and make a big difference like that, if they play on Ilios here and Diving Phoenix win, you would almost certainly have to consider it. I think Mexi Aguilla has been really good as well. Obviously some mistakes with the immortality fields, but building up those amplification matrix really quickly, getting good value out of them. I think Mexi Aguilla has been a great support and definitely showing that diamond level tank play certainly is translating to the support role. As for DPS, it's been a good battle so far. All of these DPS players are playing great. I think if I'm leaning towards one way, I would maybe... It's tough, because Demo was good on the second and third map, but Shadowblade has been good as well. And even the Diving Phoenix DPS have been really good as well.
Richard's been killing it this whole game.
Yeah, this is definitely one of those games where I think, I think you really could say that it'll come down to who comes up clutch in this map 5, who's able to, put on the good performance when your back's against the wall.
What's Not and Steph and Just Steph, they're both really solid supports too. Pretty versatile, both of them.
Another player that's been playing pretty well tonight as well is Strozel. They were a player that We The Ops picked up late last season, but it was only for their it was like one regular season game and then their playoff game, so he didn't get much time to shine. And now, he's showing
Did
that.
do
Yeah, he's
very
been
well on
great.
the McCree, really good on the Soldier, the hit scans.
And then of course the Torb there on Rialto, building up a lot of moment
yeah.
cores that were very fight changing. Yeah, a lot of players right now are really highly for consideration. I really think, except for Princess right now, I think it's gonna kind of come down to whoever comes up
catches
clutch here
our eye
on
this
Ilios.
last map.
It's tough because I always want to try and take the whole match into consideration.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of times, if you have the players that come up clutch in the map 5 situations, you really gotta give your hats off to them, because they were the ones that helped secure the victory.
Especially in a true tiebreaker like this. Love a good map 5 with no chance of a map 6.
Well, it's been about 7 minutes since we got done with that map, and we have not seen either of the lineups right now, so...
Interesting.
Obviously, these teams,
Well, if neither of them are ready, neither of them forfeit, so we're all just hanging out, right?
I mean, yeah, if you just... well, in this instance, I think we wouldn't forfeit, we just play as it is, so... Yeah, don't forget, we do have a new rule that is going to enforce a 7-minute time limit.
Oh,
And
yeah.
that's definitely a rule that I will like as a caster. Sometimes the in-between parts can get too long. It's going to be, what is it, like... Or is it a 5-minute? I can't remember. I think it's a 7-minute limit. And,
yeah, 7 minutes.
Yeah, 5 minutes until the 2-minute warning, so... I personally
Excellent math,
wish
Kirby.
Thank you. I did pass elementary school, just in case there was any doubt about that.
Very proud.
I do wish it was shorter, because and I get, like, things change, and, the captains, when they're also playing, it's tough.
Man, this is gonna be... I think we're about to see a pretty crazy fight. Neither team's made it pretty easy for the other one.
The only difference that we're gonna see for Noobs is gonna be Demo coming in instead of Acid Rain, which I do think is a bit of an interesting choice, because Acid Rain, plays that Reaper, plays that Doomfist, I think could be an asset for them on Ilios, but perhaps Ilios also a good point for Sim, especially on Lighthouse, and you can even get away with it on even a well, maybe not on Ruins, but we'll have to see. As for Diamond Phoenix, they decided to stay with the same lineup, and I 100% agree with that. I think they looked excellent on that last map. It was not a close map at all. Obviously, prestigious Noobs getting
unfortunately the truth.
shut out. Yeah. And DP getting a massive time bank, but now here we go. Different game mode altogether.
I'll definitely be keeping my eye on Strap, because clearly we're missing them for those first few maps.
Yeah, and it definitely wasn't just the healing output from Take the Strap. There was a lot of offensive output from
Yeah.
her too. She was showing up in the kill feed quite a bit, so... And obviously, at this level, whenever you can get the most out of a flex support like that, or even Ana, like that's just gonna really help the rest of your team do what they want to do. So now here we go. We are gonna see John Hawk and Ramen run this Orisa Reinhardt comp again, and yes, Strozel is gonna go on the Sim, but Prestigious Noobs is not. Our Demo gonna be on the Pharah. Interesting choice. Certainly can be played here on Lighthouse.
They're gonna have to get this soldier down pretty quick. They don't really have any range for him.
Ooh, but KDB maybe trying to take an off angle there does go down to John Hawk, but our Demo is able to turn it around for the time being. The Princess trying to charge in, getting burned down by the turrets.
The fire strike.
It's actually still relatively close. Not a lot to deal with our Demo on this Pharah right now. But at the same time, this comp from Prestigious Noobs just does not have a lot of point presence as of right now. That's a good start to this team fight though. Princess getting the fire strike kill, and there's the immortality field to keep him alive so that the turrets don't kill him. Strozel is going to be the one to beam him down, and KDB on the point here going to get incredibly low. Maybe a little bit of a slow reaction from the rest of the team to help their tanks with the aggression. And yeah, this just isn't looking good, as it's just the two DPS and Sleepy Noodle here. As yeah, it's gonna force another retreat from Prestigious Noobs.
Rubber Duck going up top, not gonna let Shadow get that high ground again. Oh, so he goes back to his team.
So our Demo now has that ultimate ready, but it is certainly a tough ult to use here on this point in this enclosed space. We'll have to see how he wants to deploy it. Here comes the shatter, and it's nice from Princess.
Looks like they're going through the top.
Goes down. Both of the immortality fields are out as well as.
Oh
no, Demo goes down, channeling the barrage, and Shadowblade also using the tack visor, but I don't think it's gonna be good enough. That wall from Strozel, the photon barrier, it was excellent. Robin Hub still incredibly low here. They only have the Lucio healing right now, but is slowly getting it back.
Gotta try to get these shields down. Maybe Shadow can get some picks.
Oh no, and John Hawk already throwing in the supercharger. That's gonna make it really hard for Prestigious Noobs to get into this point. Princess finds one, but Rubber Duck coming in with the Death Blossom. That's 3 kills for Rubber Duck, and that's gonna be 99-0 for Diving Phoenix, who have really completely flipped the switch on this game right now. It's been relatively, you know, their one map was relatively, the Hollywood was relatively close, which Diving Phoenix won, but the other two maps were definitely in favor of Prestigious Noobs. So for the first 3 maps, it was definitely all Prestigious Noobs, but now it is definitely all Diving Phoenix. Prestigious Noobs got to find some answers here.
I wonder if we're gonna see any more swaps. I was half expecting a Zen for this map. It looks like they're gonna stay with Lucio.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 2. Capture the objective.
So here we go. On to Ruins. John Hawk gonna play the Wrecking Ball now, so we're almost seeing some double main tank compositions actually from Diving Phoenix, which is certainly interesting. John Hawk getting a pile drive onto KDB already. And KDB
John's definitely gonna punish this Widow.
Yeah, our Demo is on that Widow. We'll see if they can find any picks. KDB trying to get to the back line to take down Strozel, and our Demo finds that pick onto Feralgatron. But Prestigious Noobs without their main tank that will get res, but KDB goes down as well. So it's definitely going to be a tough positioning battle, especially considering that Diving Phoenix have captured the point. Our Demo does go down. Oh no, Princess, where are you going? Trying to get the suicide pin. Not going to be successful, and that is going to be Diving Phoenix winning the fight once again. So Prestigious Noobs still struggling to find that momentum. So now Mexi gonna swap to the Brig here, so double main support. No, okay, Sleepy Noodle now gonna go to the Ana here. Kind of more dive-oriented supports, actually. we go. That does reset a lot of their ultimate economy though, and Diving Phoenix are the one with a lot of ultimates. There's the Shatter, and it gets both of the tanks, and it's going to be comboed with the Tactical Visor. Stick from Rubber Duck onto Shadow Blade. That's massive. The Tactical Visor cleaning up the rest.
Oh my god, just
That
a
is
wipe.
a team kill. That was 3 ultimates coming out from Diving Phoenix, but man, was it a great 3 ultimates, and they still have pretty much 3 coming up on the board.
You just finished it up with John absolutely flattening KDB there.
John Hawk coming in with the pile drive, did build up mines with that, could have used it there, maybe would have been a good element of surprise. Our Demo going to be on the Doomfist here, trying to find those picks, but he already goes down, and it's final fight team fight territory. This isn't good, and both of the supports
God,
die
no
to the
supports.
mines. This is looking all too good
This is
for
looking
Diving
like a full
Phoenix.
hold.
Yeah, 200 to 0
We're
for
just
Diving
trying to sneak
Phoenix.
around, at least get a hold on him.
I don't know if it's gonna be enough.
Oh,
No, accidentally
no.
swings into the mines. Unfortunate. KDB is here
Demo
and
can't
has
touch.
Diva Bomb, but will get taken down in the mechless form. Shadowblade back with the Tactical Visor, takes down 1. Will it be enough? Mexiki and Sleepy Noodle are here. That's 2 from Shadowblade. Perhaps it's not over yet. Ramen Hum able to take down Mexiagia, though. The hammer is just way more powerful than the whip. And there's Ramen getting the nice shatter. Princess with a smidgen of health because of the stick from Rubber Duck. Ramen Hub also with a smidgen of health, but will take down Shadowblade and Sleepy Noodle, and I think it's only a matter of time
Just
before
Demo and
Diving
KDB.
Phoenix.
Oh,
DP not being able to deal with our Demo right now. He does take down Rubber
There
Duck,
he
but that will get
goes.
rezzed by Feralgatron, and no one else is able to touch. Unfortunate, as Mexiagia did have the rally. But that is going to be Diving Phoenix getting their first
What
win of the season.
a game.
Yes, excellent game. Again, good Toronto Defiant skin. But again, first time we've seen a map 5 in the first game of the Tier 3 season. And yeah, that one did not disappoint. I said that this was going to be a close game at the beginning of the broadcast, and it did end up being close. I am incredibly... I am impressed with both of these teams.
I am too. They both played so well tonight. I'm really... What a start to the season. Man, I'm
Yeah, I definitely-
kind of scared for our game later this week.
Yeah, it's always one of those things where the play of the league is constantly, continuing to improve. But as for MVPs, I don't think John Hawk or Ramen played well enough to unseat Princess for tank MVP. I think that was clearly the best. Princess was clearly the best tank in the lobby tonight.
I'm gonna have to agree.
Do you think that map was also enough to give Take the Strap support MVP?
I mean, for them to go that hard for just the 2 maps that Strap was here, that really just that clutched the win for them. I have to give it to Strap.
Yeah, I definitely think that was, one of the big deciding factors in the game, especially on Rialto. I mean, Take the Strap was just playing excellent on Rialto. But I think what's going to be the hardest to figure out is the
DPS is going to be
MVPs.
very difficult.
Yes, there were a lot of great players, but I gotta be honest, I feel like I'm kind of leaning towards Strozel, personally.
It's really it's a toss-up between Strozel and Richard for me.
Yeah, and not to discredit Rubber Duck either, because they were playing pretty well too. Like, especially playing some Tracer there, getting some nice sticks. A lot of good plays from all these DPS. I think I think Strozel had more of an impact on the maps that they were winning, and even still was making some plays on the maps that Diving Phoenix were losing as well. So for me, I'm definitely leaning towards Strozel, but definitely
Alright.
Richard and Rubber Duck are also worth considering. Yeah, if that's
Alright,
what,
I think
if you
we go
agree
with
with
Strozel.
that, yeah. Princess
Zoom
for tank,
says it too. We go with Strozel.
Strozel
Princess for
for
tank, Strozel for
DPS.
DPS. Strap for support.
Yeah. Great set of MVPs here for our first game of the Tier 3 season. And don't
Very
worry,
exciting
there's
game.
plenty of Tier 3 action coming for the rest of the week. 2 games tomorrow, 2 games on Thursday. Should be exciting. Tier 2 also going to be starting up relatively quickly here too. There's a lot of games going on. Be sure not to miss any of the exciting action. So I've been Mr. Game and Kirby. This has been Kat.
Very first cast. Very
Yes, so
exciting.
be sure to
What a game
give
to
her
start on.
plenty of compliments. It's always awesome to see more stream team members get added to the fray. And don't forget, if you saw the ping in the Discord server earlier, the application is back online. So
Yes,
if you are
sir.
interested in being a part of stream team, do check that out as well. And of course, we cannot forget Red Hood Kitty doing the silent cast tonight. Always a great caster.
Thank you,
I'm sure
Kitty.
the
I hope you
angles were
enjoyed
just
your pho.
excellent. Yep. As they always are. So, thanks everyone for watching this first game of Season 6. I can already tell this is probably going to be the best season yet. See you guys next time.
Good